In the heat of midday yesterday, the Big Ten schedule drops for the basketball upcoming season. All teams obviously having their opponents stated, and Deanna wanted to get you on and get some quick takeaways on this. Obviously, coming into this season, a lot of things are still kind of formulating with a lot of these teams, but Purdue kind of remains the heavy favorite this year in the Big Ten and one of the favorites to possibly cut down the nets when the time does come. So obviously with that said, the first spot I wanted to look at, the first team schedule I wanted to look at was Purdue. So Purdue has Illinois at home, Michigan at home, Michigan State at home, Minnesota, Oregon, Penn State, and Washington. Home and away, they have Indiana, Iowa, Wisconsin. Away, they have Maryland, Nebraska, Northwestern, Ohio State, Rutgers, UCLA, and USC. Purdue to win the Big Ten might be minus 290 with that schedule. That's crazy. They literally get the best teams, I think. They'll get actually what do they gotta go to no, they don't have to go to the Brez. They get Michigan State at home, they'll get Michigan at home, Illinois at home, and they don't have to go to any of those places away. Like that's a very, very favorable schedule drop right there.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say they have that's tough is so I think Illinois fans don't be mad at me. Dion Hill Yakovich, but at the same time, like I got to see it first with some of the dudes. I'm a big Andre guy, but I got to see it with Big T and Big Z just a little bit before I throw y'all in like super high up in this conversation. But I think the five best teams in the conference, or six best teams in the conference, I guess you could say, are Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, Iowa, Wisconsin, Purdue. So I think through their home and away schedule, I think they got three of the toughest teams in the conference. That's really the only challenge they got. I think getting to play Michigan at the crib, it feels like Yaxel has a chance of staying around.
Yeah.
Um, I ultimately still think he goes. I think so. He did the trip to Michigan, and he got to spend a weekend there. He's about to start spending weekends with NBA teams, and he's being drafted in that range where you get to spend a weekend in like Phoenix and LA and Miami. Um, Respectfully to Michigan, I'm sure Ann Arbor is a beautiful place. I hope I get to visit it one time. I would love to visit Miami a lot more though. It just is what it is.
Right.
So, I think Yaxel winds up going, and then this is the third video you and I have done. Michigan State's been brought up every single time. I'm very unmoved by Michigan State after talking to you for the last 30 minutes.
Hey, well, you should be unmoved.
So I actually think in a weird way, like this schedule lines up very easy preseason wise, but by the time we get to the season, maybe it's like a little tougher than we thought. Because I think Wisconsin's not a team you necessarily want to play on the road.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to play at the Kohl Center. If I'm Purdue, if I'm a Purdue fan, I'm putting myself in y'all's shoes. Things are shaping up nicely for y'all. I think y'all got fair. I thought far and away the best draw out of the competing teams. Now Michigan State's not bad. We do have to go to Mackey this year, which oh good God, save me. Don't get Purdue at home at all, but we avoid going to Illinois. We avoid going to Maryland. Um, do we have to go out to US? We don't have to go out to. We don't have to go out to the West. We don't have to go out to USC or UCLA, which that'll be nice. But
You talking about Michigan State or Purdue?
Michigan State,
I was about to say Purdue got to play both on the road.
yeah. But their away schedule's insanely special. Like I don't know how they got that. Good on them.
We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code Sleepers. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video.
Can I make a pitch to Big Ten schedule makers to make schedules harder?
How?
I don't think you should get to play both West Coast teams in one trip.
So you're saying you gotta fly to the West Coast, fly back, and then go back
So
to the
now that I know how much everybody's making, right? Like now that it's all public, and now we're like, yeah, we have contracts. We're talking about Merez signed on the dotted line. He's locked in. He's contractually obligated to play for us this year. Um, I don't care about school anymore. So that's effective immediately for me. They're just athletes. The student's gone in my world. Um, I don't think they should. I don't think they should have to play like both USC. You don't get to go to LA for a full week. Ain't no way. First off, Braden Smith in LA for a full week is crazy. A lot could happen to him in that week. I think they should get to play UCLA on a Tuesday. You have to fly home. You play Michigan at the crib on Saturday, and then the following Tuesday you get USC on the road. That's how I would start to set up schedules because now that I know Braden might have got $5 million to return to school, if you think I'm setting up a schedule to where he can study for biology, absolutely not.
Crazy,
Absolutely.
crazy as hell if you think Brady's taking classes. Crazy as hell. But some other takeaways from this outside. I mean, honestly, I was really caught up on what Purdue got. I think that's very, very favorable for them. In honor of the other co-host who's currently holding out, I guess we should talk Michigan. Um, they go Indy. These are all home: Indiana, Minnesota, Nebraska, Rutgers, UCLA, USC, Wisconsin. Away. They have Illinois, Iowa, Maryland, Northwestern, Oregon, Purdue, Washington, and then home away, Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State. That's a tough away draw. They got to play at Carver Hawkeye, at Illinois, at Maryland, at Northwestern, at Oregon, at Purdue. That's a tough schedule for Michigan. That's tough for Dusty and the boys.
Yeah, and I mean, their home and aways are very easy. That's the only thing, right? Like they got Ohio State, Penn State. I think they can go 4-0 through that grouping. And then, I mean, Michigan State, they're going to be favored in both games, it feels like, but they probably split those.
They'll
Uh,
split. They always split.
yeah. So, I mean, if you go 5-1 through your home and aways, I think you could go 500, I guess you could say, in the away games. And you look at their home schedule, I don't think they lose a game at the crib.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, maybe. I'm very high on Wisconsin.
Where
Very,
you
very.
at on Indiana? Because they got Indiana at the crib.
I think Indiana's really good, going to be really good. I think they're a top five, top six team in the country, or excuse me, in the Big Ten, not the country. That 6:45 in the morning, that's on me. Hand up the
Yep. Hey,
calculator.
and hey, it's all. Hey,
It's gotta go.
we'll allow it.
But I think when you tier them, I think like Michigan, Illinois, Purdue, Wisconsin are going to be like the first tier Big Ten schools, and then I think you'll have like Indiana, Iowa, and that second tier schools in the Big Ten. So I don't think Indiana can beat them on the at home or on the road. If they had to go to Bloomington, though, I don't think Michigan could beat them in Bloomington.
Yeah, that definitely be a tough draw. We'll get, also for Michigan State, we'll get a Xavier Booker back to the Breslin Center. So I can't wait for that. Do we boo him discourse? Hand up, we'll be booing. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Some very interesting scheduling here. But my main takeaway from this is congrats to Purdue. Congrats to Purdue. Good luck to you. If y'all don't win a banner, we're gonna have conversations. We are
I,
going to have conversations.
I have a Purdue to win the Natty ticket. Purdue fans, just so y'all know. We do plan on being at the Final Four next year.
Yes.
Um, as G's told me, we'll be in hotels this
We'll
next.
we'll be in the media hotel. Yes.
We will be in hotels. I will be a Boilermaker though. There is a world where I show up. I'm one with Purdue. All we got to do is get to the Final Four. Shout out my dog Omir. Shout out Oscar, Braden TKR. I was just joking when I was talking about like how like you would get in trouble in LA. I just want that known. I was just joking, but at the same time, Big Ten, let's split up them LA games.
Hey, if Dion said it, I believe it also scared a Boilermaker, Dion. But shout out to the Big Ten for the schedule release.